Welcome back to Stories from the River. I'm Heather Greenwood here in our flagship Pineville location, and I'm so excited to join you for a two-part series all about AFI Boot Camp. What does that mean? We're about to find out. Hang tight, let's get going.
Welcome to Stories from the River, a show in which we go behind the scenes at Broad River Retail.
I'm here today joined with $1 Million Memory Maker, home furnishings expert, Kelly V. Kelly, welcome to Stories from the River. I'm so happy you joined me today.
Thank you, Heather. It's nice to be here.
I love this. It's your first time on the podcast.
Yes.
And we've kind of caught you between guests and you're selling and you're rocking and rolling. So thank you for making time for me.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So first, I want to know about you. So you found a lot of success here in what I would call a short amount of time. So tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about Broad River. How long have you been with us now?
Halloween will be 2 years.
Already? Okay.
And it was another memory maker that I worked with, her husband at another location or another company. And they showed me some information about this company and I came along. So this was what brought me over. So now 2 years and I became an expert at the first chance I was able to do it.
Yeah.
It's really easy to do, and I think that there should be a lot more.
I like
yeah,
that. Okay,
yeah,
I like more. Okay.
And that's really it. And here I am.
2 years. So in that 2 years, and you came over at the advice of some friends of yours who we love. Has it lived up to the hype? Do you like it here? You're in our flagship. What does it feel like here?
It's good. I have the autonomy to do what I need to do to take care of my guests, and that I keep growing every day.
Good.
In this company.
Good, we love that. Well, congratulations on almost 2 years.
Thank you.
So, Kelly, this week has been boot camp.
Right.
Training, if you will. So tell for our audience and our viewers, boot camp is such a very high level word. What did you go through yesterday? You went through this training yesterday. What was it? What did you guys do?
Basically, we learned about Ashley Furniture, the ins and outs of why we love Ashley, why everybody should love Ashley. You walk in these furniture stores and that table looks like that table in any other store. It's what's inside that table and what it's made out of. And this is exactly what they brought to us. We would love, I think, any new HFC to go through this kind of a training, which I'll done because this is, I think, the second time now in the past 9 months or something like that. So it's good. And a lot of this was refresher for me, but I still got little bits out of it, so it was really good.
Good. So you said why we should love Ashley or why we do love Ashley. What do you love about Ashley?
I love that it's the size that it is and that it's the quaintness of the small stores. It's still got that mom and pop box feel, so it does have the structure of a large company, but it's got that mom and pop feel, which people feel at ease with when they're coming to shop.
I like that. That's really, really important. So going through training, I know it's a bit of long training and there's a lot of content that comes at you. What was the energy like? You're in training with your fellow HFCs, home furnishings consultants, from other stores, from here. What was the energy throughout training?
I think it was good. I think this is the second one I've been to, and they were both great. The energy gets started because people don't know about these things that they're introducing, and their inquisitive minds, which is natural, it gets the juices flowing, and it just spreads to everybody. So it's before the quarter of the day is gone, everybody's just flowing, and it's really just everybody's combined and group effort of trying to find out more and more about what they're trying to teach.
Good, I love that. So you learned a lot about product knowledge, and you've learned this before in the last one a couple months ago, but was there any aha moments for you or anything you really found insightful as you walked away from yesterday?
I think more the aha moments are going to be things that were brought back to focus, that you can turn over some of the stuff that in a Dristan bed, you can still turn that over even though it's glued and you think that it's one of our less expensive pieces, but you can stand on it and you know that is quality. It's still there. It's just not the highest end furniture that we sell. So I think that is what really grabbed me the most. Because when you're out here selling, you're pushing toward the highest quality that we have. But there's still that customer that comes in that needs that. The customer that I just broke away from needed that. So.
What's your favorite thing to sell?
Mattresses.
Okay, I love that. Okay, you spend a lot of time back there?
Yeah.
With your guests? Okay, I like that. So you guys do a lot of product demonstration. You talked about standing on things. That's a big part of boot camp, is a demonstration and how the product works and the features and benefits. Tell me and the audience something that you learned that might be new or something you're excited to share with your guests coming out of this.
Once again, I knew it before, but it's the platform decking on all of our couches and sofas. That it's monumental. That especially when you own couches in the past. When you get my age, you've owned a number of couches, and sinuous springs were a common thing, and they still are in a lot of places. They're not here, and that is anybody that's a little bit older knows what that is and knows what that couch cushion looks like. So that to me is just still monumental.
Why platform decking? For someone that doesn't know what that is, tell us about it.
It's a decking that's made with a strap that is almost like, and I know we're not supposed to use this word, but I'm going to use it anyway, like a trampoline, but it's a strapping that's on trampolines, and it secures this decking to where there's no springs inside of it, to where that cushion is just sitting on top of it, but it molds, and when I use it with a customer, and I'm telling them, I said, if you've never seen a trampoline, sag, they may break, but they're not going to sag. But that's the same with our couch. You're not going to see the sag.
Really important, right? Really important. What product feature did you not fully appreciate until you went to training?
Baffling.
Okay, tell us about that.
So baffling in some of the cushions where we have a true channel inside of each cushion to where it stands up and it doesn't fall all the way, the material inside doesn't fall all the way down, to where it's just the integrity of the cushion stays much better. Some places have the baffling on the outside to where it looks like it's there, but when you open it up, it's not really there.
Oh.
This is a very techie thing that most people would not even know about and probably don't even care about. They would care if they knew what was inside. So
how do you sell that to your guests? You talk about that techie side.
By show. You have to show. You have to show.
Demonstration.
It's show and tell.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it. They're not going to know about the sinuous coils, springs underneath. It's not there unless you show. They're not going to know about anything unless you show it. So.
How long have you been in the furniture industry?
12 years.
Okay.
So.
I like that. Did anything surprise you about this training? You've been before, so you weren't walking in blind this week. Anything surprise you or anything unexpected from training this week? Good.
No, not really. I was surprised there wasn't as many people in it.
Okay, you had a smaller class. Okay.
I had a smaller class, yeah. So
the one we just witnessed was very large.
Very large, yeah. So I'm grateful for that because it was more one-on-one time. So, no, it's just an overall outstanding job that they did.
Good. And Kaylee's our trainer. I'm going to talk to her next. Tell me a little bit about Kaylee and her facilitation.
Kaylee she knows what she's talking about. Now, I came in today after the class, and I continued my education because I was asking her about drawers that were on different beds, and she went through and showed me exactly why they're there and why these pieces are made, and it's strictly for shipping and this and that and stuff that, number one, I'll never have to tell a guest unless somebody has to know. But for me, it was great.
Yeah, good. I like that. How has this training, if at all, changed your perspective at all? About what you're going to say or do when you interact with your next guest? Any shifts there in mindset?
It gives you more confidence, I think, as far as in any product knowledge does. To know what you're talking about, to feel comfortable about your product that you're talking about. And it's the more that you do it, the more you're going to use it.
Yeah, absolutely. And confidence is really important in what we do.
Absolutely.
Right? You've been doing this for a while, so this isn't new to you.
Right.
But building on that continued growth that you mentioned.
Absolutely.
Which is really cool. So we're headed into our busiest time of year, and getting right into this really busy time and Black Friday and things like that. What are your goals for the rest of the year? What do you want to achieve? You've already achieved so much in a short amount of time. What do you want to achieve between now and the end of the year?
I don't have any personal goals. I was asked that a while back when I was going to be somebody was asking me if I was going to be an expert. And I said, it's going to happen when it happens. I'm not somebody that is, I'm not pushing the envelope. I'm just doing what I do. And they said, well, they were ribbing me about it. And they said, well, I'll get you your favorite meal from your favorite restaurant. And I was teasing. And I said, well, Black's Barbecue in Austin, Texas. He did.
I heard it was really good.
They overnighted Black's Barbecue from Austin, Texas when I became that. So when you put your foot out there, you better make sure that it's covered. So, so my goals are to make sure that I take care of every guest that I can to the best of my ability, and to sell every guest that walks in the store that I talk with.
You're really great with the guests. Just observing you today and how you treat your guests and take your time. I know you said, I'm going to hurry, but you didn't have to hurry because you were having a great time with your guests and they looked really happy. For somebody maybe that's new to the business, you've been doing this for a while. You've probably picked up along the way product knowledge and how to work with a guest. What tips would you have? Maybe somebody new in the furniture industry.
Grab hold of somebody that you can learn from, and just be truthful and transparent, within everything you do. Don't make things up. It is what it is, and it's our job to make it present it the best way possible. Get hold of somebody that is following those footsteps right now, and I think you'll do well. I mean, you can do well in this company. This company is, I've been with another company here in store, and my son works right across the street.
Okay.
And I know that we pay better than
it's important.
The other stores.
Yeah.
So the stuff is here for somebody to make a great life.
Yeah.
They just gotta want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard work, but
it is.
It's worth it, right?
Yeah.
When you think about that, Kelly, sometimes, and I hear this, I work in the world of training, people maybe are not excited about these trainings, right? And I'm just being very honest, they're like, another training, another, and I've heard it and I hear the grumblings. Why should they go and be invested and listen to Kaylee and the other trainers? What's in it for them?
Dollars. Money at the end. It's 100% of this is about improving the quality of life for the guest that walks in the door. Whether it's knowing, and you may not share it with them, but you're going to know, that this bed has a better railing system than this bed does, or the drawers are better on this than this. So, and you're going to guide toward that. So at the end of the day, whether you tell them or not, this training is helping you become a better salesperson, just because you know better about the product.
Really well said. You talked about the influence you have on the guests and how you take care of the guests. Do you have any guest success stories that you want to share? Any stories or anything as of late that you're really proud of?
I get surprised all the time from people calling back and, that I talked to 6 months ago and, 4 months ago, and bringing their family members in. I had somebody say that I'm their only salesperson, that I've always done right. I think every salesperson that's successful has that. It goes on, and then how we carve out that little niche in our own way, and that's how we call it ours. So it's not really one success story.
Sounds like
Just
a lot of success and a lot of feel goods.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're making an impact on people's lives.
I don't think I'd be here if I didn't
Yeah.
have that feel good going on. So
I love that. So if somebody out there was listening or watching, and I love to ask this question, you talked about your son, why should they consider an opportunity at Broad River? Maybe they've worked in furniture, maybe they haven't, maybe they're curious. You were curious for a little while before you made the switch. Why should they consider an opportunity here?
the autonomy of being able to handle yourself as an individual salesperson here, but also that it's a part of a big family. And it's not about the dinners and the bonuses and all this, which is great. And the two other biggest companies in town don't do that, but it's just the camaraderie. It's a family feel.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
People ask me why I like work or why I do what I do. You ask me how long I worked here, and I've been here for a minute. And it feels good to go to a place where I work with people I genuinely enjoy, right?
You don't
like them.
You don't hear about people volunteering to go put beds together for kids unless they enjoy what they're doing.
That's right.
And people don't do that. And here they do.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
It's a big deal. Well, I'm glad that you chose us. I'm glad that you came here and that you're enjoying it. And I appreciate you spending time with me today, spending time with Kaylee in boot camp and getting better and taking care of your customers. So thank you so much. Are there any final words you want to share with the audience?
Just come on aboard. We got plenty of room for you.
We sure do. We sure do. We always take great people. To everyone listening and watching at home, thank you for checking out this episode of Stories from the River. We'll be back talking more about our AFI Boot Camp and all the many things to learn. See you real soon.
Thanks for listening to Stories from the River. To check out more episodes, visit storiesfromtheriver.com. To watch this episode, go to youtube.com/@storiesfromtheriver. Join us again next week, and remember to like, rate, and subscribe to the podcast.